Hi, this is James of megalife21.com, the hardest hitting internet talk radio station on the planet. And I am here at the Newsletter Censored Research Center in northeastern New Jersey with the Reverend Dr. William J. Eisenman in his lair, so to speak. And in the background, in her office, busy as usual, is the personal assistant to the Wizard Azibuco, Esmeralda. And it is an unseasonably warm day here at the end of April of 2009 in the Garden State of New Jersey. Now, I read this recent article from Yahoo, and it looks like it kind of sounds like a variation of Joe the Plumber, you know, with McCain. You know, they get somebody, they get an average American who, you know, is just attacking the liberal Democrats, and that sounds conservative, and just simply another form that the neoconservatives use to get their agenda across, having some stooge pretend, or maybe it's for real. Maybe they're deluded and delusional and actually believe the neoconservatives with their crap. This is a family from Florida, I believe, and they make over $250,000 a year. It's Ellen Parnell and her husband, Donald Parnell Jr., and they're kind of well off. They earn more than $250,000 a year. He's a surgeon at Fort Sanders Sevier Medical Center in Sevierville, Tennessee. Okay, so they're not from Florida. He drives an Infiniti, and they vacation at a beach resort every year. I'm sorry, I thought they were from Florida. Anyway, they're bitching and moaning about the tax increase by the Obama administration. Okay, they're complaining about the tax increase. And what they're trying to do is they're whining and crying, saying that people that make, I guess, 250 grand a year and a little over are technically not all that well off by today's standards. They're like upper middle class, or just, they claim to be plain old middle class people, okay, because they keep on going on and on talking about, well, the high cost of living nowadays doesn't really make us all that well off. And they cry and cry and go on about all their expenses. And all I have to say is, it's relative. They are probably living high on the hog. They are probably living high on the hog. They're probably, maybe they belong to a country club, and they spend a lot of money and live like very well-off people. And my guess is, according to this article, is they do not live on any budget whatsoever. So, of course, the tax increase is going to have an effect on them. Maybe the poor darlings have to give up some of their many, many luxuries. You know, so this doesn't hold any water. You know, as far as I'm concerned, 250 grand a year or over from a man who is a surgeon in an industry that is the only flourishing industry in America, the healthcare industry, a surgeon no less. He's pretty well off to me. And
what about the real middle class people in this country? 26,000 to 44,000. He's making 5 times middle class wages. And Obama's taxes on the rich only occur after his first $250,000. You understand?
After the
If
first.
he makes $260,000,
Right.
he'll pay taxes, the extra taxes on the $10,000. If he makes $50,000 over his $250,000, he will pay taxes on that extra $50,000. Not on his regular $250,000. He will pay the regular taxes.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah. Correct.
It's only wah 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 wah, baby.
This is my impersonation of a neoconservative. We didn't win the election. We got beat. We got our asses kicked by the liberal Democrats,
So
by
Obama's
Obama.
a Muslim. He's a Muslim.
McCain.
He's not a citizen.
That's all they do. Senator Boehner. You know, I mean, I'm so sick of it. This guy, we're supposed to feel sorry. This guy, you know, this is all this crying is all crocodile tears. Like my late aunt used to say when I was a kid, crocodile tears. This is crap. He's a surgeon. We're supposed to be feeling sorry for a surgeon making that much. They deserve our sympathy. They're not even in. What's the tax bracket supposed to be? 35 to 38. Hold on.
26 to 44 is middle class.
Okay. So what they're
not 250. 250 is in the upper, probably 10 or 5%.
Right. Well, the thing is that they're not. The tax bracket for the wealthy is not as high as it was during
back in the 50s.
During Harry.
70 to 91% it once was.
Was that Harry Truman and Eisenhower?
Yeah.
Is when the rich were paying.
And our economy was going blasting away.
That's when the rich were paying their fair share in taxes.
And they haven't since then.
No, and they're crying about a little increase.
Now they're down to like 35%, but you know dang well that they hired a lawyer, the CPR, you know, the
Certified Public Accountant,
CPA, and they don't pay anything. Just like the corporation, it's laughable.
This shows you how greedy and selfish and with lack of compassion the neoconservative wealthy really are. It does. It's despicable.
Well, you know, that could be understood, actually. But the fact of the matter is, if they don't pay their fair share, what happens is we pay it.
Oh, but
they love that.
But that's okay.
Yes.
It's okay for the little guy who doesn't have a resort beach house on both American coasts and doesn't drive an Infiniti or a Lexus or a Mercedes or a BMW. Oh, by the way, BMW drivers in my area, in New York metropolitan area, these yuppies, they're the rudest drivers known to man. They cut you off, they don't yield, they don't signal. Anyway, yes, so we're supposed to feel sorry for them. Okay, we'll catch you on the next video.